Marisa, you told me the greatest pain isn't the lies that other people tell us, but it's the lies that we tell ourselves.
Yeah, I called my book Tell Yourself a Better Lie because I saw that with every client coming into my office. Their greatest pain was in the lies they told themselves. I'm no good, I'm an idiot. If I look at a cake, I get fat. Who am I to have success? Who's going to love me? And of course, if you want to lie to yourself, at least tell yourself a great lie. Who couldn't love me? I'm smart, I've got a gift, I've got a talent. So think about the lies you're telling yourself. I'm the size of a house, I got rocks for brains, I forget, I've got a memory like a sieve. You see, these things are clearly not true. We really go to work on the lies we tell ourselves. We embellish them. I've eaten all weekend, I could eat a horse. Well, nobody could eat a horse. You couldn't even eat an eighth of a horse. But we tell ourselves, I'm starving. You're not starving, but if you tell yourself you're starving, your brain says, well, that's a terrifying thing. Eat way too much. But if you said, I need to eat, I haven't eaten for a while, I need to eat, that's better than saying I'm starving, I'm ravenous. So just note the lies you're telling yourself. And if you want to lie to yourself, make it a really good lie. I'm magnetically lovable, I'm really intelligent, everyone loves me. That's a much better lie. I really want to help you grow, but you can help me back by liking and subscribing. If you like and subscribe, I can let you know what else is coming up to help you grow. We always want to grow and expand, not contract. So please like, please subscribe, and please write to me and let me know how I can help you. What kind of stuff would you like to hear? What kind of material? And I promise you I'll do it for you.
Why is it that babies are born with confidence? They cry because they're asking for milk. They cry because they need to be changed. They're unapologetic. They're confident creatures. Yet as we grow older, we seem to completely lose that.
In England, we have an expression, the squeaky wheel gets the oil. In Mexico, they say the baby that cries gets the milk. Because babies are dependent, they must make their needs known so we can meet them. And they have a belief, well, you're here to serve me in the womb. It's 75 degrees, you have 24-hour room service, someone's always there. So of course you're born thinking someone's there to serve me because that's what it's like in the womb. You don't wait to eat. There's another heartbeat there. You're very connected. So babies born with an interesting belief, you're going to look after me. And we do. But then we start this awful thing called comparing. Your sister could read when she was 3. Your brother, he could do that. He wasn't messy. Look at your cousin, how good. And we start to feel inadequate. And schools do a number on children, streaming and the A stream and prize day, all of those things where they always reward effort but not achievement. And so gradually the confidence we're born with that, hey, I'm here and you're going to love me becomes, well, I'm here and you're not going to love me because I'm not lovable. And that's a great shame. Now I look at my daughter's little boy who's just turned 1 and all he knows is love. He's so confident because he's never been shown anything else. He expects you to love him, play with him, because that's all he knows. But I think of all the babies that don't have that. Same thing if you get your puppies and kittens early, they know love. If you get one that's been abused, they'll hide behind the fridge for quite some time until they learn they can trust you. So we're born with tremendous self-worth, really high self-worth. We're born with a drive to make it, and we're with a belief, you're going to love me. We have to say, well, where does it go? And secondly, how quickly can I get it back?
And do you think with society now it's easier to accept and live in the lie rather than to speak your truth because you're scared of rejection?
Oh yes, rejection is the number one fear in humans. We're born with a driving need to find connection and avoid rejection because as babies, we're dependent, so we must connect. We live in a world now, you see, in my grandmother's age, you needed people around you. You had to connect. You had to go to the shop and buy groceries. You had to go to work. You had to get on a bus. You had to speak to people. You had your neighbors and you had a community. And they looked out for you. If you were sick, they go and get your milk. But nowadays, because everything can be delivered, we can get in a taxi with no driver, go to a bank with no tellers. I went to the Amazon store where there's no one there. You just go in and shop and come home. So we're training ourselves to be disconnected. And disconnection is an epidemic, but connection is a need. But we're learning to live without connection. But, you can get a robot dog and you can get a robot companion. Soon you'll be able to get a robot girlfriend or boyfriend. But we're creating an epidemic of illness because our greatest joy is from our relationships with others, our greatest happiness. And if our greatest need is to find connection, avoid rejection, what are we doing to a world where we can go online, never see a soul, get everything delivered, and live in a world where we're safe and we're fed, but we're disconnected? And that's why we have so many suicidal teens, because we're making people disconnected. If you said, hey, I'm going to get a dog, but I'll never be at home. But I'm going to get a food delivered. It'll be pushed through the letterbox. I go, you can't have a dog. That's cruel, but we do that to ourselves. If I went to bed to see dogs and said, I want a dog, they go, well, how are you at home? Do you work from home? Who's there? Who's there when you're not there? Who's there when you travel? If I said nobody, they go, absolutely not. So what we can't do to our pets, we actually do to ourselves.
And in the free meditation, we're going to help people find their confidence, therefore find connection.
You know, our greatest pain is I'm not enough. 80% of people walking the planet have a belief I'm not enough. And there are so many ways to feel not enough, not worthy enough, not attractive enough, not interesting enough. And it's an epidemic. But if it's the common issue of our problems, then the answer is to switch it to I'm enough. And when you know you're enough, it changes everything. Rewire and recode your thoughts, your beliefs, until you resonate from a sense of enoughness rather than not enoughness. Because not only is it bad for you, people pick up your energy. When you think you're not enough, it resonates out and back. When you know you are enough, it resonates out and back. So you do what you've always done, except much better.